Ghizotia abyssinica is cultivated as an oilseed crop, the seeds yielding about 30% of clear, excellent edible oil which is slow drying, used in foods, paints and soaps, and as an illuminant. It belongs to Asteraceae family. It is used as a substitute for olive oil, can be mixed with linseed oil and is sometimes misused as an adulterant for rapeseed oil, sesame oil and others. Linseed. Linseed, known as common flax, Linum usitatissimum, is a member of the genus Linum in the family Linaceae. It is a food and fiber crop cultivated in cooler regions of the world. The textiles made from flax are known in the Western countries as linen and traditionally used for bed sheets, underclothes, and table linen. The oil is known as linseed oil. In addition to referring to the plant itself, the word flax may refer to the unspun fibers of the flax plant. In technical oil production, it ranks first in the country. Botanically, flax and linseed are same, but when it is cultivated for oil, then it is known as linseed, and when it is cultivated for fiber, it is known as flax. Oilseed and fiber varieties are specialized development of this species. The flax cultivars grown primarily for seed or oil purpose are relatively short in height and possess more secondary branches and seed capsule. The flax cultivars grown for fiber purpose are tall growing with straight stems of 100 to 125 cm height and have fewer secondary branches. Flax or linseed is an annual herbaceous plant with shallow root. Flax fiber is strong, non-lignified, soft, flexible, lustrous, shining, pale yellow in color and possesses high water absorbency quality. Flax contain 80 to 90% cellulose. It is valued for strength and durability, excelling cotton and stronger than cotton, rayon or wool. The linen obtained from flax fiber is one of the best raw material for textile. Vernacular names. Vernacular names of Niger. Niger seeds are commonly called in Hindi as Ramtil or Jagni. In Kannada, Huchellu. Tamil, Payellu. Telugu, Verinuvulu. Malayalam, Niger, Vataikal. Linseed. Flax. In India, flax is commonly known as Alsi. In Kannada, Agasai. In Tamil, Alividai. Malayalam, Cheruchanavit or Cheruchana Vitu. In Telugu, Avise Ginzalu, Madana Ginza, Ulusulu. Plant description. Niger. Niger is an annual dicotyledon herb with epigeal germination. The root system is well developed with a central taproot and its lateral branching. The stem of Niger is usually round, smooth to slightly rough, hollow and moderately branched. The fruit is an achene, small, 3 to 5 mm in length and 1.5 mm in width, almost lanceolate in shape without pappus. There are usually between 15 and 30 mature seeds per head, occasionally more. It also has varying number of immature seeds or pops at the center. Niger seed resembles sunflower seeds in shape but is smaller in and black. It bears a fairly thick adherent seed coat and can be stored for up to a year without deterioration. Niger seed contains proteins, oil and soluble sugars. Niger seeds are used as bird feed worldwide. Linseed. It is herbaceous annual plant growing to a height of 30 to 120 cm. Cultivars grown for seed and oil are usually shorter than those grown for fiber production. Stems are narrow and may branch from the base. Seed varieties possess more branches than flax. The leaves are narrow and short, alternate on the stem and sessile. The leaves are linear to lanceolate and blunt at the apex. The inflorescence consists of a terminal panicle that bears numerous flowers. Flowers are usually white or blue, complete and perfect with 5 petals, 5 sepals and 5 stamens. Linseed is normally a self-pollinated crop. The fruit is capsule, which is globular in shape. These are divided into 5 locules where seeds are borne. The seeds are flat, shiny and relatively small. The seed color ranges from white to shining yellow or light brown. Origin. Niger. The evidences suggest that Niger originated in the highlands of Ethiopia north of 10° north latitude. Cultivated Niger might have originated from the wild species Gizotia scabra subspecies Shimperi by selection by Ethiopian farmers thousands of years ago. Linseed. Linseed originated from India and was first domesticated in the Fertile Crescent region in the Middle East, incorporating the Levant, Mesopotamia and ancient Egypt. Flax is among the oldest fiber crops in the world. The use of flax for the production of linen dates back 5,000 years. The genus Linum has 20 species spread in warm temperature Europe and Asia and 50 species spread in America. Geographic distribution. Global scenario. Niger. India is the most important country, accounting for more than 50% of world's Niger area and production. Niger constitutes about 50 to 60% of Ethiopian oilseed production, with an area of nearly 2 lakh hectare and production of about 1 lakh metric ton with a productivity level of 500 kg per hectare. It can be cultivated on waterlogged soils where most crops and all other oilseed fail to grow and contributes a great deal to soil conservation and land rehabilitation. Linseed. Linseed, one of the most important crops of the world, cultivated in over 2.66 million hectares. The important linseed growing countries are Canada with 873,000 metric ton production, Kazakhstan with 420,000 metric ton, China with 387,000 metric ton, Russia with 366,000 metric ton, and India with 210,000 metric ton, and United States with 162,000 metric ton production. Domestic scenario. Niger. In India, Niger is grown on area of 520,000 hectare mainly during Kharif. However, in Orissa, it is a rabi crop. Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Orissa contribute more than 80% of area and production. Other states where Niger is grown are Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Karnataka and West Bengal. Linseed. In India, it is cultivated on 530,000 hectares with a production of 210,000 metric tons. Its cultivation is mostly confined to Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Madhya Pradesh occupies first position in India in respect of both area and production. At present, India imports large amount of flax fiber, while flax can be grown successfully in Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand, Tare region of Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, Assam, Bihar and Northeast region. Economic importance. Niger. Niger seed is used as a human food. The seed contains 37 to 47% oil, which is pale yellow with nutty taste and a pleasant odor. The oil and seeds are free from any toxin and oil taste is similar to desi ghee. But the oil becomes rancid in a short time, making its keeping quality poor due to high content of unsaturated fatty acid. The oil has oleic acid 38% and linoleic acid 51.6%. The oil is used for culinary purposes, anointing the body, manufacturing paint and soft soaps, and for lighting and lubrication. The Niger oil is good absorbent of fragrance of flowers, due to which it is used as a base oil by perfume industry. Niger seed cake is a valuable cattle feed, particularly for milch cattle. Niger meal with 30% protein and 17% crude fiber. In India, it could replace linseed cake in calf fodder. It can also be used as manure. Niger is also used as a green manure for increasing soil organic carbon. Linseed. Every part of the linseed plant is utilized commercially, either directly or after processing. Seed contains 33 to 47% of oil. On a very small scale, the seed is directly used for edible purposes. About 20% of the total oil production is used at farmers level, and the rest 80% oil goes to industries. The oil is rich in linoleic acid by 66% and is a perfect drying oil. Hence, it is utilized in the manufacture of paints, oilcloth, varnish, padding, printed ink, linoleum, etc. The oil cake is a good feed for milch cattle and poultry and hence priced 50% higher than rapeseed mustard cake. It is good in taste and contains 36% protein, 85% of which is digestible. It is also used as organic manure. It contains about 5% nitrogen, 1.4% P2O5 and 1.8% K2O. Linseed is globally cultivated for its fiber and is called flax. Fibers are used for the manufacture of linen. Soil and climatic requirement. Niger. Soils. Niger can grow on a wide range of soil types but thrives best on clayey loam or sandy clays. The crop prefers well-drained soil with a pH range of 5.2 to 7.3. Niger tolerates waterlogged soils. It is also salt tolerant, but its flowering is delayed with increasing salinity. Climate. Niger is a crop of the cooler parts of the tropics. It grows well in mid-altitude and highland areas of 1,600 to 2,000 meters above mean sea level. A rainfall of 1,000 to 1,300 mm is considered as the optimum. Linseed. Soil. Linseed can be profitably raised in places where the other crops may fail. Hence, it is often grown on marginal lands submarginal rain-fed soils as pure crop, mixed crop, and intercrop. Linseed can be raised in almost all types of soils where sufficient moisture is available, but it also does better on heavier soils having greater water retention capacity. Climate. Linseed is a cool season crop. The temperature during vegetative development of the crop should be moderate or cool. Moderate temperatures of 21 degree to 26 degrees Celsius are ideal. Temperature above 32 degrees Celsius accompanied with drought during the flowering stage reduces the seed yield, oil content in seed, and also the quality of oil. Varieties. Niger. Different varieties are popular in different states. Madhya Pradesh, Birsa, Niger 1, N5, Uttakamand, Jawahar Niger Composite 1. In Andhra Pradesh, KRN 1. In Bihar, Birsa Niger 1, N5, Uttakamand. West Bengal, KRN 1, Sahyadri. Orissa, Shiva, Bhavani, Sahyadri, KRN 1. In Karnataka, Sri Lanka. In Gujarat, RCR 317. In Tamil Nadu, Payur 1, KRN 1. Varieties of linseed. The Indian linseed are classified into three main groups based on color of seed as yellow or white colored, fawn colored, and brown colored. The above three groups are again subdivided according to the color of corolla, mainly white, light blue, or purple. In India, 6 species of linum, namely Linum eustatissimum, Linum mysurens, Linum angustifolium, Linum grandiflor, Linum perenne, and Linum strictum. Of these 6 species, Linum angustifolium and Linum grandiflor have been introduced into the country as ornamental types. More than 30 varieties of linseed are released for different states of India. Cultural practices. Land preparation for Niger and linseed. Niger, being a small seeded crop, requires friable and leveled seedbed to ensure uniform depth of planting and subsequent emergence. Good tilth for sowing is obtained by 1 or 2 plowings followed by 2 harrowings wherever feasible. It is essential that furrows run across the slope to avoid soil erosion in the hilltops and slopy areas. Time of sowing. Niger. Optimum sowing time for the Kharif crop is from mid of June to early August, whereas Rabi crop can be sown from September, which is semi-Rabi, to December, which is Rabi. Linseed. Optimum sowing time is first fortnight of October to second fortnight of November. Seed rate and spacing. Niger. Niger is a small seeded crop and seed rate varies from 5 to 8 kg per hectare for sole cropping. Row width varies from 20 to 30 cm and intra-row spacing from 10 to 20 cm. In Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka and Madhya Pradesh, a spacing of 30 into 10 cm is adopted. However, in Bihar and Maharashtra, wider intra-row spacing of 15 cm is adopted, keeping a row spacing of 30 cm. In Orissa, 20 into 20 cm spacing is recommended. Linseed. Linseed is usually sown by broadcast or by drilling in rows. The seed requirement is more in bold seeded varieties and in overlapped cropping system. An inter-row spacing of 20 to 30 cm and intra-row spacing of 7 to 10 cm are ideal. The time of sowing varies from early October to mid-November in different states. Rain-fed crop requires early sowing. Nutrition management of Niger and Linseed. It is generally grown on residual fertility in rabi or on fertilizer applied to associated crops. Nitrogen application should not exceed 50 kg per hectare. At higher nitrogen dosage, seed oil content decreases. If Niger or linseed is grown on the same land for many years, 40 kg of phosphorus pentoxide per hectare is recommended. However, 10 kg P2O5 per hectare would be sufficient when Niger or linseed follows well-fertilized crops in rotation. Generally, entire quantity of P and half of N is applied at the time of sowing, and the remaining half of N is top-dressed 30 to 35 days after sowing. Cropping systems of Niger and linseed. Niger is sown as a sole or mixed crop with finger millet, castor, groundnut, soybean, sorghum, mung bean, chickpea, sunflower, etc. Weed management of Niger and linseed. Niger grows rapidly once the seedlings are established, and its vigorous growth allows it to compete with annual weeds, provided majority of weeds are removed in pre-planting operations. 2 weedings are generally adequate. The first weeding should be done at the time of thinning, that is 15 days after sowing, and if required, second weeding is done before top dressing of N or just before appearance of first bud. Crop protection of Niger and linseed. Insect pests and diseases are not major constraint in Niger or linseed crops. Only fusarium wilt is little problem at the seeding stage, but it can be controlled by the application of Bavestin at 1.5 gram per liter. Harvesting and threshing. Niger normally matures in about 80 to 145 days after emergence. Correct time of harvesting of Niger is important to avoid shattering. In India, the crop is harvested when the leaves dry up and the head turns blackish. After drying in the sun for about a week by stacking on the threshing floor, the crop is manually threshed or threshed by bullocks. Yield of Niger. As a pure crop, a seed yield of 400 to 500 kg per hectare, while an intercrop 150 to 300 kg per hectare can be obtained depending on the crop and the row ratio. The oil is 28% and oil cake is 72% in crushed seeds. Linseed. The crop takes about 130 to 150 days to mature. At maturity, the leaves become dry, capsule turn brown, and the seed becomes shiny. After harvesting, bundle the plants and leave them on threshing floor for 4 to 5 days for drying. Threshing is done by beating the plant with sticks or trampling by bullocks. Yield of linseed. The crop yield varies from place to place depending on the climate, soil, technology, and variety. A well-managed crop may yield 150 to 200 kg per hectare. In linseed, oil to seed crushed is 33%, while oil cake is 67%. Summary. Niger, Ghizotia abyssinica is cultivated as an oil seed crop, the seeds yielding about 30% of clear, excellent, edible oil which is slow drying, used in food, paint and soaps and as an illuminant. It belongs to Asteraceae family. Linseed, known as common flax, Linum usitatissimum, is a member of genus Linum in the family Linaceae. It is a food and fiber crop. Niger seed resembles sunflower seeds in shape but is smaller and black. Linseed is normally a self-pollinated crop. The fruit is capsule, which is globular in shape. The evidences suggest that Niger originated in the highlands of Ethiopia. Linseed originated from India. Linseed is cultivated in India in 530,000 hectares with a production of 210,000 metric ton in Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Niger normally matures in about 80 to 145 days after emergence and yields of 400 to 500 kg per hectare of seed. Linseed takes about 130 to 150 days to mature and may yield about 150 to 200 kg per hectare. Thank you.